part of what we are experiencing.
Welcome. Welcome to our channel Twin Flames Embrace. We are Paco and Deborah, Twin Flames in union.
You wanted to say it in German, didn't you?
Doesn't matter.
Look at me.
And today another IRL, and our main character again is the beautiful Deborah.
Oh, thank you.
And she's sharing with you how she is doing inner healing work, how she is applying the teaching of Jeff and Talia live, and how she's applying the mirror exercise live.
Oh, like you helping me work through the block of me being open and showing myself and like to the
Showing your
like
joy, sharing your
my
joy.
true self to everyone.
Yeah,
basically.
I picked up something in her vibration, and I asked her a question. I asked her if it is safe to share with others her joy. And she was so honest and said to me, no. And when you are honest to yourself and you can say no, when someone is asking you such a question, then it's obvious there is a block. And now she asked me if I can guide her and just be with her and hold space for her when she's moving through this layer, through this layer of this block, which is showing to her right now. And we share this with you all, guys.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Deborah? How do you feel now, me?
I'm just giving myself all the safety in the world so that I know that it's okay for me to share myself.
Where do you have this safety from?
Pretty much God.
And how do you give that to yourself? How do you do that now? When you are sitting there?
I will just have like a conversation, like an inner conversation with myself. And have like this dialogue from like with my heart space, and kind of like feel my feelings and see like that's kind of like how it works for me doing inner work. I ask myself very simple questions, like very yes or no questions, and I will find where I'm at. And like right now it would be, I need to feel safe, and that conversation would go sort of like kind of like discovering what the truth of the situation is. Does God or life or love wants me to experience like being attacked, or in truth what life wants is that I share myself openly, and like whoever is open to receive that, that's okay, and those who are not, then that's okay too. Like you're kind of like letting go of being responsible for how other people choose to feel when I'm around. Yeah. So that's
and
like
setting a boundary with them.
Yes.
And this is something energetically, aren't it? In the first place, always something energetically.
Yeah, it starts with me, like that I have this clarity, and that I choose to let go of how other people feel around me. Because the truth of the matter is that this is not new. I've been triggering people around me all my life, and it's not gonna change. There's people who are gonna resonate with what I share, and they're gonna be drawn to me, and they will like wanna know more and come closer, and people who don't, and that's okay.
But isn't the truth of triggering someone, you're loving them?
Yeah, you're sharing with them where they don't believe or feel they have been loved, or they haven't been loving themselves, and give like opening that door for them, that chance of them actually finding that space and giving themselves what they in truth desire.
Yeah, how I also like to explain what it means to trigger someone is showing someone where he has a pain point.
Exactly.
And instead of ignoring it, so that the relationship on the surface is a good one, you say something, you are bleeding here, kind of.
Yeah, and in truth, we do this in our relationships with at the beginning without realizing that we are doing that, and it's like, oh, I don't feel good about this, but I'm gonna pretend like everything is okay. And if you're not with your twin flame, well, if you are with your twin flame, in either way, you would feel bad.
Yeah.
if you're with your twin, they're gonna kind of like mirror that to you constantly, and you're gonna start picking up on them stuff that you don't like because it's in truth you who are doing it. But with other people, it also like the relationship, it will feel like you're taking parts of yourself to being there, and it doesn't really feel good.
Yeah, and so the teaching of Jeff and Jalia helps you to have better relationships in all your relationships.
Yeah, because with this basic, like very simple, not basic, simple, that's the word I was looking for. With this simple tool that we have already shared in our videos a lot, that is the mirror exercise, you can actually see where you're not feeling good about something. And then you can give yourself that love.
And also their teaching, which they share through Twin Flame Ascension
They
School and Life Purpose Class, helped you to improve all the relationships you have in your life.
Because you're improving the first relationship that only matters, and it's the relationship you have with yourself. When you become one with your true desires and you give yourself everything that you need and you stop waiting for somebody else to do it for you or to give it to you, you're building your best life. And since you're one with everything that you want, and being your twin flame another aspect of you, then it's kind of like naturally that will come into your reality.
And how do you feel right now? You seem like you are happy.
Yeah, I am. I am very pleased. I'm very happy.
Why are you so happy?
Oh, because I've given myself a very good life.
And how did you do that?
I'm a very loving man, and I have a wonderful cup of tea, and it's almost spring here, which it's kind of like my how do you say this? Lieblings favorite.
Yes.
Season of the year. It's not too hot, not too hot, not too cold. It's my first spring in Europe with my twin, and like I've given this by doing exactly what we just shared. Invested in the teachings, I applied them, and
because that feels so good, you still study the teaching and you go deeper.
Always, you can always go deeper with it.
That's the cool thing about the teaching, or
that's the cool thing about life. You can always go deeper with what you desire, and something that Jeff and Shelia always share is that just when you make one wish come true doesn't mean that that's the only wish you're gonna have. Like you're gonna want more stuff in the meaning like experiences, not stuff like, oh, I got myself a sofa and I want this cool
swimming pool,
yeah, or coffee table. No, it's kind of like something more meaningful to that. Of course the coffee table or the swimming pool are part of the experiences if they bring you joy and they make your house feel warmer and cozier. But it's not like, again, it's not on the external, on the superficial level thing.
And the cool about the teaching is they always support you in everything you kind of manifest or experience in your life.
Yeah, even through the shitty moments. Like a couple of days ago, we had a huge argument, and like it took us a while, but we are getting better at that. And like my champion over here who's holding the phone. Like was a peach, held like a huge ass space for me to work through that because he kind of like pointed into like he was starting like, oh, you know, here I feel like here you haven't really loved yourself. And I'm like, dude, that hurts. Stop it. No, but you have to look at it. And I'm like, stop it. And yeah, but that's the whole point. You have to look at it. Oh, okay. And then I kind of like took a while, but I surrendered. We did a card reading, and I cried my eyes out. And now we feel
and watching a class was helpful too.
You're watching a class, doing a reading.
Always the class has always helped to kind of bring you back on earth and see reality again.
The class always resonates with something. Like you were watching a class where you are at, and I was watching a class where I am at.
Yes.
And it also resonated. They were kind of like sharing exactly what we are sharing in this video. And kind of, yeah, learning how to move through the uncomfortable thing, like journey is always going to have some sort of challenge, something that is not going to feel good or that you don't like. And believe me, I am an expert at throwing a temper tantrum when I don't like something and it doesn't go my way. I'm guilty of that.
But you are getting better in that too, huh?
But I am learning. I'm learning to like release control and to really allow myself to become a channel or a vehicle for the divine or God or whatever. Like,
so you feel, so you experience really changes inside of yourself, where you kind of can say, I like the person I am growing into with every challenge I overcome.
Yeah, dude, I don't like challenges. I am a lazy ass in this part. I don't like challenges. I want a very easy, joyful, peaceful life. But apparently here on earth, you gain that through building a muscle through challenges. And I kind of have to find my peace yet with that. But like between us guys, it's mostly a miscommunication that I'm having with the divine, basically. It's not like, I was never I don't think I was always I never was the person that was like, oh, I'm gonna just settle with this and that would be just it. I was like, no, fuck this shit, I want something more. Like everyone is just like, I'm gonna get married. Like this was my classmates saying in school, or like even my relatives, like, no, you just get married and you have family and that's pretty much it. Like, fuck this shit, I wanna be a big fat professional at something. And so I went ahead and I did my studies. And it took long as fuck. I didn't care. I got my degree. And the same here. It's like, no, okay, well, you just find a guy who is like good enough. I'm like, fuck that shit. I don't want good enough. I want perfect.
So.
And yeah.
How do you feel now sharing or your joy
cool.
with our audience?
It's very cool because I think the best part is I am just a regular person. I'm no one special in that sense. I'm exactly like you watching this video. And if I were able to do this, why wouldn't you be able to do the same?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow, wonderful message at the end.
You can do this too. Even if you feel weak, I sometimes do too. Even if you feel like giving up, I also felt that too. But you just get really clear on what you want. And if this helps anyone, one exercise that I used to do very much is, if I were in my deathbed, would I regret the life that I had or not? And if the answer is yes, I have to seriously make some changes. And if the answer is no, then okay, I'm doing something right. And so this is a very good question for everyone. Like, if you were to die tomorrow and you were looking back at your life, are you at peace with the choices you made? And if the answer is no, why God do something to change that? Just check, like the links we always share. Check the teaching. Teaching is going to help you transform that. Even if you have to move through the scariest moments of your life, they are completely and absolutely worth it.
Yeah, and so like always, reach out, check out our website twinflamesembrace.com. And
somebody should be pointing at your face. You're talking and nobody sees you.
This time you are the main character in this video.
Yeah, okay. You and I are one, so you should be also.
And on our website you can see in my face too.
You can check other videos to know how Paco looks like.
Yeah, check our other videos of course too. See you in the next video.
Ciao.